All right, so 5 minutes up. So let's work. So we are on the 2015 paper. Let's see what can go on there. All right, so for 25th, for the first question. All right, first question states, refers to the following data recorded by students who observe some organism in their natural habitat. All right, so number of body segments, number of legs. Which organism is most likely an insect? Organism is most likely an insect. So I'm saying King Bar saying C, and an insect body segment. Right? One pair of wings. Indeed. Which of the following organism occupies the fourth trophic level in the food chain below? Which organism occupies the fourth trophic level? Fourth trophic level. Let's go. So you're saying B. B. Remember to put your the number. Remember to put the number beside the answer, please. Alright. Please remember to put the question, like if it's question 2 and a letter, so I can better follow. So the third trophic level, right, would be the heart. Hey Josh, what's up? Okay. So third trophic level would be the hawk. Alright. So producer, second, first trophic level, second. So this is the fourth trophic level. One trophic level, two trophic level, three trophic level, four trophic level. Yes. Three. Which are following relationships may present harm to one of the following organism involved. Right? Is parasite, commensalism, mutualism. What's that? Three. The question 3 is C. King Boss is saying C. And C because, right, he's saying C. 3B. B is commensalism. So commensalism doesn't do harm. So C would be parasitism and predation and being a predator. Predation. Right? Remember commensalism is when none of them is harm, right? So none of them is harm. So one of them gain, but the other one is neither affected nor harmed. Alright, so it will be C. Question 4 refers to the following diagram which shows an apparatus used for collecting organism. The apparatus is most suitable for collecting what type of organism for 15? For 4, question 4. Let's go. Question 4, apparatus. So we're seeing Anifa saying 4, saying ants. Yes, indeed, it's ants. Beautiful. Pretty simple, guys. Let's go. Which of the following organisms are most important in biodegradation? Biodegradation. That's question 5. Most important in biodegradation. All right, so we're saying it's bacteria. Lovely stuff, guys. Lovely stuff. Bacteria is correct. On a bright tonight, man. Man, them bright. Which of the following gases does not contribute to greenhouse effect? Which of the following gases does not contribute to greenhouse effect? So we're saying D, chlorofluoromethane. That's what we're saying. Hmm. Why though? Chlorofluorocarbon. What is that? I think this question is, I don't think this question is phrased properly at all. I think the question should be least likely. I think it should be least likely to play a role. Least likely. Because all of the answers play a role in, all of them play a role in global warming. So I think the answer should be, that in the question should be least likely. So D is correct, it's least likely, but D contribute to global warming. Does contribute to global warming or greenhouse effect. But it's least of all of these. So I think that question could have been phrased more better. Um, 7, replanting trees on a bare hillside is an example of what? Replanting trees. So replanting trees, you're saying that is D. Um, D looks D looks right. Moving on to 8. Which of the following factors contribute to an increased population size? Which one of these factors contribute to an increase in population size? So we're saying B, which is ability to resist disease and small number of predator. Ah, I'm seeing C. So question 8 is B. All right. Ability to resist disease and small number of predator. When compared to cheek cell, a muscle cell contains more what? When compared to cheek cell, And muscle has more what? So I'm seeing mitochondria. Hmm. I'm seeing mitochondria. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. Mitochondria. Muscle cell need more energy. 10 and 11 refers to the following diagram. Which of the label structure is responsible for controlling cellular activity? For 10, what is D? Cellular activity, what is D? What is labeled in D? Again, that's a very poor drawing of the nucleus. Not seeing the double bond, not seeing the double membrane there. That drawing could have been a little bit better. But it's correct anyhow. 11. Which of the label structure is not found in animal cell? Which of the label structure is not found in the animal cell? And if you have just joined, please to put the number question you're answering, right? Along with the letter. What? So 11 is B. What is B? What is B? So I'm seeing chloroplast. All right, chloroplast is correct. So we move. 12. By which two process do the dissolved minerals from soil move into the roots of a plant? Two process. 12. 12B. 12, I'm seeing B. 12, 12 can't be B, guys. Because it says two process. These are minerals, not water. It says minerals. Minerals, not water. So if it's minerals, right, and its root, we're talking about diffusion and active transport. Active transport. We're not talking about water. We're talking about active transport. Because remember, active transport, it moves across the concentration gradient using energy. So it's diffusion and active transport. Moving on. Autotrophic nutrition does not occur where? Does not occur B, zooplankton, zooplankton. Yes. What do you mean by autotrophic nutrition? What that mean? Right, and zooplankton doesn't make their own food. Right, zooplankton consume other organism. Right, you know, moss are like Irish mash. Moss, moss is a type of plant. Moss is a type of green-looking plant. So moss are when you see the greenness on the ground. Right, you see it look like algae, kind of look like algae. Them grow up on rock and them something. Them near look like algae. So, zooplankton is right. 14 refers to the diagram. If the bubbles given off by the plants were collected and tested, the gas present would be what? For 14. For 14, that's pretty simple. 14 is oxygen. Well done, guys. Well done, well done, well done. Moving on. The intense yellowing of leaves is most likely due to a deficiency of what? When leaves are yellow, deficiency of what? So you're seeing 15 for C. 15 for C. Yes. So magnesium. All right. Moving on. 16 refers to the following table, which shows food tests performed on tree food. So X food, violet with sodium hydroxide, copper sulfate, Y blue black, Z orange precipitate. And sample X, sample Y, sample Z, respectively. So the sample X and sample Y, what are they really? So X would be what? Let's go. 16. So I'm seeing 16D, protein, starch, and orange precipitate. So 16, D, A. No, X can be A. Remember, X, violet color, is testing for protein, sodium hydroxide and copper sulfate. Text for protein, sodium hydroxide and copper sulfate. Text for protein. Blue black precipitate, iodine, test for starch. And Benedict solution, test for non-reducing sugar, glucose. So therefore, you'll have to know all of these, lads. All right, so the answer is D. All right, so for the persons who say A, make sure you know your food test. All right, moving on. 17, excess amino acid in diet are. 17. 17, lads, 17. Nobody for 17? 17 having thinking? Seventeen of the lads thinking. So 17. Excess amino acid is converted to urea in the liver and then excreted. So it's C. All right. 18 refers to the following information. A man has poor night vision and his gums bleed whenever he brushes his teeth. Which two vitamins are most likely lacking? So 18, lads. 18. Let's go. You're saying C and A. Gum bleed. Yes, so his gum is bleeding. Right. So poor night vision. That's A. And gum bleeding. Curvy. So that is C. Moving on. 19. The surface area of the lungs is greatly increased by what? So the surface area of the lungs is increased by the alveoli. Alright? Because the alveoli basically increases the surface area in the lungs. So greater diffusion can take place. Alright? Moving on. 20. Which of the following is an effect of nicotine found in cigarette? So increased heart rate, increase in beating of the cilia, reduce oxygen transport by the blood, and increase the mucus production in the cell lining passage. So 20. Seeing a lot of A there, indeed. Increase heart rate. 21 refers to the following diagram of blood vessels. Right, which are following correctly identify the blood vessels. So the thicker one down to the slimmer one. It's very simple, lads. Let's go. Yes, D. Because the thicker one will be artery because it takes a lot of blood. Right? The slimmer one will be the capillaries because it connects the artery to the vein. And the third one would be the vein. And it's not as thick as the artery. Moving on. 22. Which of the following components of blood would surround and engulf pathogen? This one is very simple, lads. Very, very simple one. 22. B. What type of cell is B? What type of cell is B? B is phagocyte. What type of cell is A? What type of cell is A? What type of cell is A? Red blood cell, you sure? A. No man, there's lymphocyte. A is lymphocyte. Because we can clearly see that there's a nucleus there. So the nucleus big, that is a lymphocyte. Remember that red blood cell don't have a nucleus. What would be C? What blood cell would be C? What blood cell will be C? C would be a red blood cell because there's no nucleus present to facilitate the transfer of oxygen. And D, what is D? What is D? D is platelets. All right, moving on. 23, which are following are involved in the formation of blood clots. Oh, come on, my cuss blood. Jaja, blood clots, let's go. The 23 is A, platelets. All right, pretty simple stuff. 24, immunization is the most effective in controlling the spread of a communicable disease if a vaccine is administered to an uninfected individual, serum is administered to an uninfected individual, a vaccine is administered to an infected individual, and serum is administered to an infected individual. What would that be, lads? So we're saying 24 is A. We're seeing a letter A. All right, 24 A. Vaccine is administered to an uninfected individual. Right, which of the following statements is not true of the xylem of a flowering plant? Which of the following is not true about the xylem in a flowering plant? Twenty-five. We're seeing 25A is not true. Not true. It does not contain mitochondria. Is not true. So B. 25 is B. It's not non-living. It is non-living. It's not true. It's true. It's not a living thing. So it doesn't contain mitochondria. That's 25. 26. Which of the following are reasons why transpiration is important to plants? Hmm. What's 24? Immunization is most effective in controlling the spread of communicable disease. If a vaccine is administered to an uninfected individual, you get that when you're a baby, aren't you immunized? Desire immunized as a child, right? That you are not affected badly by disease. So you don't wait until they catch the disease and then you get the vaccine. You get vaccinated before there's a possibility that you catch the disease. So that would prevent. So if you do catch a disease, right, it will prevent you from dying or severe, critical, or being in a critical state. So 26. So you're saying D. Uh, CB. uh, a CB chicken. uh, all right, so let's see. The type for true. So constant evaporation of water is water dependent. Okay. Uh, uh, I'm gonna say I'm gonna lean to C. I'm gonna lean to C. I'm gonna say C. Sorry, not C. My bad. B. B. Wait. What may I say? I'm gonna lean to A. My A. 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 Yes, leaves are cool during transpiration. Yes. So leaves are cool during transpiration. All right. So even though water is even though water is eliminated through transpiration, it's not considered to be excretion. Excretion is the active process carried out by an organism to get rid of unwanted or metabolic waste substance. It is an active process of said it is designed for that. Just like how the kidney is designed to filter and get rid of stuff, right? As excretion. But transpiration, the water is just lost. It's not necessarily it's just the elimination of excess water. It's not necessarily unwanted. So I don't think it's a excretory process like transpiration. Without transpiration, the plant are gonna have water where it don't need. So excretion different. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna lean to A for 26. I don't even though water is lost, it's not an active process that is designed to lose water. It's very tight. It's a tricky one to be honest. But I'm gonna lead to A for 26. 27 refers to 27, right? Refers to a following diagram which shows cells from the stem of a plant. Part labeled X is called what? So yeah, that's pretty simple. Simple. X is the companion cell. 28. Food is stored in a bulb of an onion plant to do what? So food is stored in the bulb of an onion plant to do what? Twenty-eight. D, to provide food for the embryo for the next growing season. All right, so remember when onion grow, you ever see onion grow? You ever see onion? You ever have onion till it old? And you see it start shoot some a little green looking thing, like a little green looking thing start shoot. You ever see that? So that green looking thing that is shoot, the onion. You never have onion so long, and you never have garlic so long. That you see one little green thing I come through the top of it. All right, you have the onion, and then you have the onion like this. And if you stay in the fridge too long, you see when it starts shoot at the top, a little green looking pumule looking thing like this. You never see that yet? Have you never seen that yet? So that you can actually plant. So that's why the answer is B, to provide growth for the new plants from the bud. These are the bud. So it's providing nutrients for it. All right. 29. Which of the following would not represent a form of excretion in plant? 29. Not represent a form of excretion in plant. will not represent the form of excretion in plant. I, why is it A? Why is A? Why is A? But that's vague. It did not say if the gas is coming in or out. But it is diffuse. It is excretion. It's a gases. It's a gases. Gases is more than one. So if it's a gases, it means it's talking about carbon dioxide and oxygen. It's a gases. So once it's a gases, Janelle, it's indicating that it's going in and out because you know that knowledge. Gases, gases as oxygen and carbon dioxide. One of them are fair gold. One of them have to be going out. It's a gases. Gases going out. So I think that is excretion because it's a gases. Gases would indicate that it's both carbon dioxide and oxygen. So one of them have to go out. Just like if I say is breathing an excretory process. Breathing is an excretory process. You don't have to say whether you're breathing or out. Because it's a known fact. So the answer would be transpiration because C would be what transpiration is. But it doesn't have to state, Janelle. It is a self-known fact. If I say, Janelle, you're breathing, do you have to tell her that you're breathing in carbon dioxide and breathing out oxygen? You just know that. If I say you're walking, Janelle, you put one foot before the other foot. So I have to say, Janelle is walking. I have to say, right goes before left, left goes before right. Walking mean that automatically. So gas is diffusing through the stomata. If it is a gas diffusing through a stomata, I could agree with what I say. Because gas diffusing through a stomata would mean that it's one gas. And that one gas could either be going in or out. We don't know. But it's a gases diffusing. Once it's a gases, it has to be the two gases. So one of them after come out, so it has to be excretion. So the answer would be C, in my opinion, because C would be the same as transpiration. Water is diffusing through the epidermis, is what transpiration is. But it's not a known process that is designed to get rid of water. It just does it. So C is my answer. C is my answer. I don't think it can be A because gases diffusing through a stomata is stating that carbon dioxide and oxygen are the gases. And both of them would be, one of them would be going in and the other one would be going out. So I wouldn't have to state directly that, hey, this is it. So I think this question is similar to the transpiration question, where transpiration is not designed to be an excretory process. It's not designed to be an excretory process. So my answer is C. Time in Jamaica is 9:31. Moving on to 30. Although glucose is found in the blood plasma, it does not appear in the urine because what? Simple stuff. That's 30. So even though glucose is found in the blood plasma, it doesn't appear in the urine. Mm. They're saying D. So why that couldn't be C though? Just asking for a friend. Why it couldn't be C? I'm asking for a friend. What the question didn't, but it didn't ask where it occurs. Bowman's capsule is in the kidney. So it didn't ask where it occurs. It says although glucose is found in the blood plasma, it does not appear in the urine because of what? Because it's fine enough to pass through the capillaries. Really? So you're saying that ultrafiltration doesn't doesn't filter glucose? Although glucose is found in the blood plasma, it does not appear in the urine because of what? I don't think I don't see how D is the answer though. I don't see how D is the answer. Because selective, how is, but how is it? So you're saying that it's always selective reabsorption means that it's only absorbed when selective absorption means that it's only reabsorbed when your body needs it. So you're saying that every time the body reabsorbs glucose, every time it's reabsorbed back every time. Mm, I don't know. Both C and D contribute. But I don't, me not see how selective reabsorption is a ready answer. Because blood filters, blood is filtered, right? Blood is filtered. And urine, amino acid, minerals, and glucose are filtered. So I don't see where D is the clear cut answer for that. I can agree that reabsorption does help because if anything is passed through the Bowman's capsule, it is then reabsorbed in the proximal convoluted tubule. Ah, that's a tight question. That's very tight. You ask me that is very, very tight. The selective reabsorption is not wrong, but I'm just saying ultrafiltration is not wrong either. Ah, I'm gonna put D because it's the last thing that happens. The proximal convoluted tubule. If anything passed through the Bowman's capsule, the Bowman's capsule probably put the glucose back into the blood cell. So I'm gonna say that. All right. Anyways, moving on. 31. Which of the following correctly describes movement in plants? Movement in plants. What's your answer, lads? You're saying 31 is C. Yes, it's irreversible and it's plant growth movement. All right. 32 refers to the following diagram. Birds with chick and seeds with seedlings. Tree with seedlings. Which are the following advantages does the ability to move about give the chicks compared to the seedling? Less competition for space, access to variety of food, opportunity to use more energy. Think that one is pretty straightforward. A, it's pretty simple. All right, A. Moving on. All right, so 33 refers to the following diagram illustrating an experiment. So 33, a few days, the tallest shoot would most likely be which one? For 33. So I'm seeing A for King Boss. Hmm. I'm seeing A. I'm seeing A. Why is A the tallest though? Why would A be the tallest? Why would A be the tallest? A is correct, but why would it be the tallest? Somebody tell me quickly why I would A be the tallest. No oxen, so the plant goes straight. No oxen. Oh, you know, say no oxen. What about the foil? So the foil cap will block the light, allowing the plant to grow upright while others go because there is no light access and it would cause the plant to look for a light source. Okay. Okay. So the foil cap will block the light. So therefore it will go search for more light. Okay. That's fair enough. 34 refers to the following diagram. Bicep muscle, eye, tree, skin. The numbered structure are, so what is 34 based on that diagram? Hmm. So we're supposed to know what's 3 already. Supposed to know what is 2. If I says D, yes, because 3 is the relay. It was between 1A and D, and it has to be D. The effector here is the muscle. That's going to be the effector. The skin of the hand, that's going to be the receptor, receiving the signal. And the relay neuron. So this will be a reflex arc. All right, 35. The vital centers for this control of heartbeat and respiration are located where? Heartbeat. Part of your body responsible for heartbeat. It's part of your brain. We're at 35. 35 is a medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata is in control of all involuntary action. Right? So medulla oblongata is responsible for all involuntary action. What is the cerebrum responsible for? Thought. Cerebellum responsible for control and balance. All right, so let's move. Which of the following is a long-term effect of alcohol abuse? Which of the following is a long-term effect of alcohol abuse? 36. So cirrhosis of the liver for 36. Beautiful. Marie is reading a book. When she looks out of the window to focus on a tree, the lens in her eye become what? 37. So you're saying it becomes thinner, thinner. Yes, because the far you look, it relaxes. So yeah, basically you get thinner. Beautiful. Let's move on. Skin, which structure does not involve in temperature regulation? 38. What is B, by the way? What is B? We said B is not involved. What is B? What is B? What are we I say B? Sebaceous gland. Good. Very good. What is I? What is I? What is I? What is I, lads? Ear erector muscle. Aisha, you're up on fire tonight, man. Aisha, you're up on fire. Bye. Mind up on fire, boy. What is tree? What is tree? What is tree? What is tree? Yeah, blood capillary. That's Aisha, boy. Aisha, drink by your boy. That's boy. Yes, IV sweat gland. Great. Moving on. 39 refers to the following diagram of a seed. What is part 1? 39. 39, lads. Let's go. Let's go. What is 39? We're seeing A. Or we're seeing B. So 39, guys, is A. 39 is the helium. You ever see the white part on peas yet? You ever see that little white part on the peas? The white part on the peas is called the helium. Right? That little white part that attached to the pods inside. So that's A. Moving on. 40. First to the graph, we show changes in air mass of embryo and endosperm during germination. From the graph, which one of them is true? Which one of them is true, lads? Seeing D for 40 from King Boss. Seeing D, yes, as the embryo grows. As the embryo grows, the food reserves are gradually depleted. So as the embryo grows, we can see that the food must gradually deplete. Why is that though? Why is the food reserve gradually depleted as the embryo grow? Why is the food reserve depleted while the embryo grows? Why is that? Why is D the answer? Because the embryo uses the stored food in the seed for growth, because the plant cannot photosynthesize. Yes, guys, brilliant. So I hope everybody understand that. 41 and 42 refers to the following diagram, which represents events controlling production in a flowering plant. Which of the following statement is true for both methods? Let me put it down here. Which of them is true for both methods? Take some time to analyze. So you're saying B, offsprings are identical to each other. Both female and male are part of required for reproduction. You sure? Forty-one C, 41 B. Hmm. Know what my answer is? My answer is A. And if the answer is A, that means B would be right too. Oh, God. But you said it. You said both offsprings are identical to each other. That's what you said, Aisha. So if they're identical to each other, it must be mitosis. The amoeba is mitosis. It's two daughter cells. It's the same. 46, 46. For the plant, it's the stamen and the pistil of the same plant. So it's still mitosis. So by you saying the offsprings are identical to each other, isn't that mitosis, lads? I think both answers are acceptable, but it says which of the following statement is true for both methods? Ah, I'm gonna work with A because I like A better. For the two, the event taking place at X is what? The event taking place at X is what? I already explained here that the answer is both of them are identical. And I explained this morning, Ray, aren't you on the human and social biology? I explained that this morning. We see, is this one person or one cell is a reproduce? This is asexual reproduction, which means it is mitosis. This is within one flower. So it's mitosis as well. Okay, Rhea. So it's not sexual reproduction taking place. It's asexual reproduction. And how does asexual reproduction King Boss? The lady asked to explain, so I'm explaining. Relax yourself. Okay? So that is why, Rhea, it is asexual reproduction. Okay? King Boss, please don't rush me. I tell you from the live start that I am not going to leave anyone behind, sir. That's the difference between other lives and mine. That's what my brand is all about, sir. Moving on. So, 42 is pollination. Moving on. The 43 refers to the following diagram, which shows the relationship between the blood of a fetus and the blood of a mother. Which substance do not move in the direction shown by the arrow labeled X and Y? So which substance do not move in direction shown by the arrows X and Y? That's 43. Let me put some. Let me put some zoom on that. So 43, they're saying progesterone and fibrinogen. So you're seeing a lot of D. Why D though? Why we said D? So fibrinogen, this is after blood not clotting, and progesterone. And none of these things are food. That's the simple answer. None of these things the baby need. The baby don't need progesterone. The baby don't need fibrinogen. The baby need food, which is amino acid and glucose. The baby need mineral antibodies to protect itself. So the baby need minerals and all and these things. So these correct. Baby don't need progesterone. All right, 44. A method of contraception that protects against both disease and pregnancy. 44. 44 lads. 44B. All right, so 44B. Well done, lads. 45. Fertilization normally occurs in, again, that one is pretty simple. 45. Fertilization for 45. So fertilization occurs in the fallopian tube. Right? It's made, the egg is made in the ovaries, skilly, but in the fallopian tube is where it is fertilized. And then for the fallopian tube is the oviduct. 46 refers to the following diagram of some fruits and seeds. In which of the following is each fruit or seed matched in its correct method of dispersal? So I. Let's go. So the first one is what? First one, this one is obviously wind. Okay, you can see the thing here. This is mechanical. You have to actually go disperse the seed. This is a boar looking thing, so like animal, right? And this look like man. So the mechanical one, this like a seed pod just burst. Yeah, and this can be man. So I think the answer there is D. Alright. So yes, moving on strong. 46, 47, and 40 refer to the following. So which cause a disease? Which organism cause a disease? Which organism cause a disease? Cause a disease. Cause, not spread. Cause a disease, not spread. Cause, not spread. So what cause a disease would be pathogen, which would be D. and an animal which carries a disease causing organism but is not adversely affected by it. Right? Would be a vector. So remember, vectors carry disease but they are not affected by it. So rat carry leptospirosis, but you never hear a rat have leptospirosis. Alright? 49. Which of the following methods would would be most appropriate for the treatment of chronic hypertension? Diet modification, exercise, or vaccine? So if I have hypertension, we can get vaccine? No, you can't. So therefore, answer is A, no vaccine. 50. Species consist of members that 50. 50. Pretty simple stuff. Interbreed natural condition. Species not just about interbreeding, guys. Species is about to provide fertile offspring. Answer is D. Species relates to getting a fertile offspring. Oh, it's an infertile. It's an infertile. My bad. Never even see that. To produce fertile offspring. What kind of question this? It's crazy. To be C, but C weird. C weird. C weird bad. Natural condition. Ah, okay. To produce infertile. Let me see that. Just a see it a while ago. So C would be that. Natural condition means that there's nothing altering that condition. You see me? That's crazy. That's 50. All right, 51. On a certain Caribbean island where sugar cane is grown, a fungus is accidentally introduced into the island and it destroys the entire crop of sugar cane. Which of the following best describe what happened? Yeah, there was little to no genetic variation. 51, 52. If a diploid organism has two different alleles for the same gene, it is described as two different alleles for the same gene. Two different alleles in the same gene. Heterozygous. Homozygous means same, recessive, not possible there. Which of the following processes will result in genetically identical offspring? So 53, cloning, as you would have had. Next, 54 refers to the following diagram, which presents a crossbreed, which presents a cross between two plants heterozygous for particular characteristics. Which of the following completes the diagram? I can't tell you King Boss. I can't tell you that one. But biology, I don't know, but it I don't know. But it just I can't tell you. So 54, I think there'll be a lot of repeated questions. But you have to look out for it. Remember, you can't cover all past paper, so you have to look out for the unusual ones still. So 54 looks beige. So this will be I would be R because it says it's heterozygous. Heterozygous means two different alleles. So this is recessive. That means this will be dominant. All right. Then if you do the maths, right, you're gonna get RR here. And if you do the maths, you're gonna get, so it's gonna be B. Which of the following terms refer to visible characteristics? Visible characteristics that you can see. And that's phenotype. Very good. Hemophilia is a sex-linked trait caused by a recessive allele. Which of the following reasons are why disease are expressed more in men than women? '56. 56, you're saying is what? So let's see. It's caused by a recessive allele carried on the X chromosome. That is true. There is only one X chromosome in males. That is true. Women have two X chromosomes, so the recessive allele can be masked on the dominant allele. 56 says a woman can have two chromosomes. A woman have two X chromosomes so that the recessive allele can be masked by a dominant allele, right? There is only one X chromosome in males. Why is it? It is caused by a recessive allele carried on the X chromosome. All of those are true. All of that is true, so the answer will be D. All of that is true. All right. Next, natural selection can be defined as the process by which natural populations remain well adapted. That's the answer I'm seeing. Very popular. So B is right. Remain well adapted. Explain I. It says caused by a recessive allele carried on the X chromosome. So recessive allele, one reason why sex linked, why hemophilia, it says hemophilia is caused by a recessive allele. Which are the following are reasons why disease express more in men than women. One is because a recessive allele is carried on the X chromosome. And one of the reasons why there's only one X chromosome in male. So because it is transferred on the X chromosome, one reason why it is prominent in women more than man. One reason. All right. So it's just giving you a reason. You're probably overthinking it. But it's a reason. So you don't have to overthink it. Moving on. Which of the following is true about the process of artificial selection? The following is true about artificial selection. $58. 58, I'm seeing C. Selected traits may not benefit the target organism. Artificial selection is by selecting a specific organism to go into a specific organism. So if you want to artificial selection is traits which benefit a target organism which are selected. So traits which benefit the target organism are selected. So for example, if you want cow that is resistant to heat, you got target African cows basically, and then you take the trait that they would have. That this is just an example that because Africa hot, so you're gonna take that trait and you're gonna put that into the targeted organism, right? So it has to be targeted, right? So B is the answer. B is the answer there. All right. 59. Which of the following have contributed to the many antibiotic resistant strains of bacteria present today? Fifty, 59. So which of the following has contributed to many antibiotic resistant strain of bacteria today? It is possible for bacteria to mutate to antibiotic resistant form. Exposure to antibiotic cause some bacteria to mutate. Mutants reproduce, forming a new strain of resistant bacteria. So I'm seeing D. I'm seeing a lot of D. All right. So let's use the process of elimination. All right. Let's use the process of elimination. So the first thing, all right, is that it is possible for bacteria to mutate to antibiotic resistant form. Yes, it is possible. Exposure to an antibiotic causes some bacteria to mutate. I don't think that is possible. So it is possible for bacteria to mutate to antibiotic resistant form, but I don't think any particular antibiotic triggers mutation. I think over time, bacteria will mutate to anything it is exposed to. Mutants reproduce, forming a new strain. So that is possible. So my answer would be excluding 2. My answer would be B. So it say exposure to an antibiotic causes some bacteria to mutate. So you're saying that an antibiotic is designed to make bacteria mutate. All right, so I don't see that one happening. 50, 60. Which of the following could be involved in the production of insulin by genetic engineering? All right. So it says to transfer human insulin gene to bacterium, a vector to transfer insulin gene, production of insulin. All right, so I think that one is D. All right, so I think that is that. How you feel about this one? Yeah, man, King Boss, bless up. How you feel about this one, guys? Yeah, man, King Boss, that's up. On the son, I touch bed like King Boss. I'm ready again. When I touch bed like King Boss, I'm ready again. All right, so we're gonna go again, but give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna see. Think we're gonna do 20. Yeah, some people that cry for 2016. Them say 2016 odd. So we are gonna do some of 2016 and see what's going on. Yeah, them say 2016 odd. Yeah, somebody say them spend hours from 2016. That true? Them say 2016 odd. So we're gonna look at 2016. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna get some refreshments. All right. I just did 20. Let me just do. Do you remember? Let me just do, guys. 2015. I think of 2015. All right. So 2016. Yeah, by them said hard. So which of the following features is used to classify a group of organisms as class? As class. All right. So that's pretty soft. D. Number of segments. Eleanor collected 13 snail in a 25 centimeter times 25 centimeter quadrant. What's the density of the snail population in 1 meter square area? You know, me dash my maths, you know. I go draw for my maths brain, boy. So 20, that. What's the density? What's the formula for this, lads? What's the formula? Somebody tell me the formula. Sir, I never 7, you say. Oh no, Jed, I'm putting on the group, say it's gonna be later than 7. Because we have to do human and social biology review. So total divided by area. So what's the total there? Jed in a group. For real? And what is the area? So how you get 0.0625 centimeter meter square? How you get that? So you convert centimeter by centimeter to meter. So therefore you say 25 square. That you say, right? So basically that's 25 square. So you move from centimeter to meter. So we have to divide. That's what you do, Josh? Wait, Josh, I don't know if you do this. Josh, like come here and talk alone, boy. Yeah, Josh. What I'm asking you, right? Let me ask you, right? Is you convert 25 centimeter by centimeter to meter. I'm asking you, come here, ask you some money, I don't know. I'm asking you why you convert to meter. That's what me ask you. That's the first thing. Why you convert to meter? And how you convert to meter? Since you're the lad. Exactly. So they ask you how many meters squared. And because it's 1 meter squared, you have to convert the 25 times 25 quadrant into meter. To convert to meter, 25 centimeter equal, right. So basically it's 25 squared. And square root 25 is 6. 25, right. Yes, Josh boy. Josh, want to take you live, yeah, man. Want to take you live. Want to take you live, Josh. I go sleep. Are you alive, yeah, no, my boy? I feel alive, yeah, no. I feel alive, yeah, no, boy. I take you live, boy. You need calculator for that, yeah. Yeah, what's that in your brain? I'm not sure. Not sure. I, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go deal with the information part. But I'm really sure about the technicalities. But it's pretty simple. It's a 1 centimeter square. So you're gonna convert centimeter to meter. That's 100. How much meter make a centimeter? That's 100. So you're gonna be dividing by 100. And when you divide by 100, you just put zero in front of it. Alright? Moving on. Living organisms, such as plants, are affected by abiotic factors, which determine where they become established. The following option describes some of these determining factors. So sunlight and the availability, yeah, man, that's right. Trophic level one. Phytoplankton, deer, rod me shot, rod the rat, rod spear, body rat, that, rat spear, that, the rat, spear, right? Phytoplankton, deer. Indeed. Five, refers to the following diagram. The organism shown here is a what? Batna rat, pan square, batna rat, that, the rat, pan square. I tell you, I don't know a word night, boy. I don't know a word night. Ah. Oh, people reach a six already. How many there? No, five me there. Una answer five already? Oh, go on. Man, them a rap. Man, them a rap, boy. What is the organism? Wait, IT at tomorrow too? Yeah, ja. All right, we'll take the six. Relationship between wild pine and flamboyant tree. Wild pine and flamboyant tree. What's the relationship there? Team no sleep. So what is the relationship between wild pine and flamboyant tree? So we are saying that they are commensalism. So it doesn't really hurt. So commensalism, B. Next one, between plants, leguminous plants and nitrogen fixing back 7. Yeah, 7 is C. Alright, it's mutualism. They have a very good relationship. 8 refers to the following diagram which shows energy flow through an ecosystem. Right? 8. Energy flow is not 100% efficient because what? Yeah, because it's only lasts through respiration and excretion. Moving on. 9. Which are the following is not an example of renewable energy? Not an example of renewable energy. 9. Let's go. Let's go. Not a renewable energy. Meaning you can't get it back quick. 9. Once you use oil, you can't get it back quick. Alright? 10. Which of the following practices does not conserve the environment? Which practice does not conserve the environment? Ten is A. Yeah. Overgrazing cause erosion. Human activities would have the least immediate impact on what? So 11 would be D. Good stuff. Which are the following effects of climate change pose the greatest threat to small island? And that's pretty simple. 12. Small island. Waiting on the first answer. 12. Please to put the number beside your answer of the question. 12. 12 is A. Rising level. Of course, they're going to take over the country. Moving on. The greatest threat to the survival of coral reef. 13. 13, lads. We're not done for 13. The greatest threat, the coral reef. C, increase ocean temperature. A greatest threat in this instance. 14, phase 4 of a graph of population growth is most likely true to what? So 14, you're saying look like D. All right, 14 looks like D for true. All right, competition from invasive species. A mature plant cell is different from a mature animal cell because the plant cell has what's different there? A large permanent vacuole. Beautiful. Moving on. 16 refers to the following diagram. I and II. Which are the following option most likely identify the organelle II? I and I above. 16. 16. C, it's the mitochondria and the chloroplast. Excellent stuff, guys. Let's move. 17. Which of the following organelles is correctly matched with this function? Well, that's a giveaway from me. That's a giveaway. 17. That's a giveaway. May I read that? It's a giveaway. In the comparison between osmosis and diffusion, which of the following statement is not true? So just says B, not true. All right, so just says both require energy to move particle. Not true. Both processes molecule move from a high concentration to low concentration. Diffusion sometimes require partial permeable membrane. Why SSC is not true? Diffusion needs partially permeable membrane sometimes. C is true. Remember, your cell membrane is partially permeable. And what goes through it? Diffusion of gases goes through a partially permeable membrane. Yes, and osmosis is a type of diffusion. It's just that one is water molecule. So the answer is B. Osmosis and diffusion don't need energy. The only thing that needs energy is active transport. Active transport is the only one that needs energy. So none of them requires energy. B is the answer. 19 refers to the diagram which represents metabolic processes carried out in plants. Food. The food is what? In plants. 19. B. Food is starch. 20. Show the cross section of a dicotyledonous leaf. So all the leaf look like underwear, so. All this leaf look like underwear. And me alone, I'm want to sleep. Cause this leaf look like underwear and me want to sleep. And me want to sleep power. Cause this leaf look like underwear or something. I'm a sexy I go out with. And if you don't see that like a female, you don't see like a female underwear. No, sir. Hey, sexy. You have to come down. You have to come down, boy. You have to come down today. Aye, boy. No, sir. No, sir. We got to bingo. I see what you did there, Anifa. I see what you did there. All right. You see it, man. Sir might all know. But sir, see what you did there. All right. So which of the following statements of the label parts are true? So they say 1 and 3 is correct. 1 allows maximum sunlight penetration. And 3 allows, what is 3 by the way? What is 3? Triaxylem? 3? Answer. All right. 2 is where chlorophyll. 2 is where chlorophyll is. So 2 is where photosynthesis will take place. Yes, it's diffusion through the mesophyll spongy. So 2 is where photosynthesis will take place. So that would be B. 21 refers to the following diagram. All right, which of the following statement best accounts for the shape of the graph? So as the light intensity increase, there's an increase in photosynthesis. Indeed. 22 refers to the following diagram of a tooth. Which option correctly identifies the structure labeled I, and IV? This one is simple, lads. C, because one is the enamel, two is the dentine, pulp cavity, and the capillaries. Excellent stuff. 23. Which of the following conditions are optimum for the action of salivary amylase? '23. Indeed, because salivary amylase works best in neutral condition. So that would be amylase. Moving to 24. Which two food groups should a person suffering from hypertension limit? So which two food groups should they limit? '24B. Yes, because fat and what that carbohydrates. Indeed. 25. Which of the following can be ingested to prevent osteomalacia rickets? Simple stuff that, guys. Simple stuff. Yes, so calcium. But remember, it's bone. You need strong bones. Calcium. Remember, rickets is in children, bone deficiency in children, and osteomalacia is bone deficiency in adults, older people. So calcium would be the thing you want there. If it was vitamin, which vitamin would this be if the question was vitamin? If the question was vitamin, what would you need there? Which vitamin prevents rickets? On HSV question, you can ask me later on. You can ask me later on, Romy. It depends, Romy. It depends on what other kids do. So if other kids do poor, then you should be fine. Depends on the standard. You can still pass, Romy. So vitamin D would be the vitamin. Moving on, can occur, but I'm not sure they mark anymore. It's been a while. 26. Which of the following options correctly matches the gaseous exchange structure with the organism? The gaseous exchange structure. We're at 26. We are saying large leaves in plant. That's the only thing that gives it away here. Alveoli in humans, gill filaments in fish. All right. The role of respiration is best described as what? 27. 27A. Let's go. Beautiful. 29 refers to the following diagram of human heart. Which of the following options correctly identify the structure labeled? 29. Did I not say 28 already? Respiration, release the energy, man. Soft. Simple stuff, bye. The 29. Oh, wait, I missed one? I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Never realized. Yeah, 28. Which of the following best identifies some of the transport substance in animals? So 28. Amino acid is transported. Hormones is transported. Respiratory gas is transported. Sucrose is transported in plants and not animals. So that's why that would be D. 29. I. So let's look at I. I is the aorta, which pumps the blood to the body. I is the pulmonary artery, which receives the oxygenated blood from the lungs. Well, no, the pulmonary artery, no, the pulmonary artery will carry the oxygenated blood to the lungs. My bad. Then now this is the pulmonary vein here, which carries the oxygenated blood from the lungs. So let's go over that again. One is the aorta, which pushes oxygenated blood to the body. Two is the pulmonary artery, which takes deoxygenated blood to the lungs to be oxygenated. And three is the pulmonary vein that takes the deoxygenated blood, right, from the lungs. So the pulmonary vein takes the oxygenated blood from the lungs, right? And then IV is the mitral valve or the bicuspid valve, which prevents backflow. The answer will be A. All right. So the aorta. An amoeba contains all the oxygen it needs by diffusion via its cell membrane, while humans need to have special respiratory surface for this purpose. The best reason for this is that what? for 30. So 30 is D because human surface area volume to ratio is too small for the fusion to be effective. Alright. The essential vitamin and mineral salt required for blood clotting is what? Some people are saying D. What is Ca2 plus? Calcium iron, very good. 32, under which condition will the rate of transpiration in plants be highest? So it has to be sunny, high wind speed, right? That's B. The transpiration will be when it's sunny. Remember, the hotter it be, the more you transpire. All right. 33. 33. Translocation of sucrose in plants occur via specialized vessels, which are what do we have for that? 33. Saying C. Yes, contains sieve pore. Nice. 34. Which are the following options correctly matches the storage organs of their stored nutrients? So 34. Which are the following option correctly matches storage organs? So starch is stored in roots. Sucrose more in fruits. Glucagon in the liver. Yes, A is right. 35. The best description of the role of excretion in living organism is to the best description of the role of excretion in living organism is to excretion. C. Get rid of toxic waste. Nice. Which are following? Which option correctly identify the function of label parts? So it has to be either one of these. So 36. Anifa, you ready, man? Anifa, which country are you from? Powell, Ayana Powell, please to put the um the number question that you're answering. 36 is B. Blood. Blood is taken in here through the renal artery. The renal artery takes blood here to the glomerulus, right? So blood goes to the renal artery to the glomerulus. Then the glomerulus forces the blood into the Bowman's capsule, which is an eye, which does ultrafiltration. It filters glucose, it filters amino acid, and it filters minerals. Then it goes down to the proximal convoluted tubule, which is a tube which does selective reabsorption. So based on what the body needs, it can be all the stuff that are filtered can be reabsorbed in the body in case it needs it, whether water or the necessary minerals or substances. And 3 is under the influence of ADH, right? So ADH is the hormone that really tell the body that it needs water, right? So if it needs water, then it will be reabsorbed back into the body. Water, if you eat eat some potato chips and it's very salt, then the pituitary gland will shout the ADH to tell the kidney that the body needs more water to nullify the salt that is in the body or whatever substances that is in the body. So that's how that works in a nutshell. "37. That makes sense to you, yeah? Let me know if that makes sense to you, yeah? 37. 37 states, which are following organ does the mammalian skeleton protect? Huh? Which of the following organs does the mammalian, okay, protect? Oh, okay. What's 37? Pancreas. E. So let's do the process of elimination. The stomach there in front of you. So nothing protects the stomach. The pancreas is right near the stomach, so that means nothing protects the pancreas. Nothing protects anything near stomach, nothing protects it. So based on that process of elimination, bladder is the answer. All right. The bladder is actually protected. Somewhere along the rib cage there about. All right, next, 38. Which of the following correctly describe movement in plants? So that already. Yeah. I tough still, okay. Man, they repeat. Me not repeat like that so far. I know that they repeat now, but they not repeat close. 39. Kids, they can't see the answers. How comes? How come skips? 39. So 39 is pretty simple. D. 40. Again, that's pretty simple. $40. Nothing for 40, lads. 40. Kids, please to put the question you're answering. 40. I'm seeing Josh with D. I'm seeing Kibisha Tindler with D. Yes. So 40 is D. 40 is D because this is a hand. Right? Then let's pretend that this is some fire. The hand is in the fire. It receives the impulse. Right? I should draw it like that eye. This hand. Right? It receives impulse. See him touch it there? Receive the impulse. The impulse then travels. That makes it a receptor. And it travels along the sensory nerve. We know it's a sensory nerve because we see that there's a cell body here. There's a cell body. Let me just bring that across. There's a cell body here. There's a cell body. All right? Then it travels along the sensory, and because this is a danger, it's putting your body in danger, it goes to the spinal cord. And then the relay neuron brings it now to the motor neuron, which is the effector. It goes to the muscle. And then you see the hands come off of the fire. So the answer is D. Oh, that was clear. It's not on the nerve. It can't be C. If it was C, it would be pointing here. If it was pointing here, then this would be the sensory nerve. But it's pointing on the hand, so the hand makes it the receptor. It goes back again. 3 goes on the hand again, which makes it the effector. If it was pointing here, it would be sensory nerve. If it was pointing here, it would be motor nerve. All right. 41 refers to the following diagram of the skin. The region which acts in a similar manner as the sun protection factor cream is which one? So we're saying 41 is A. That's what we're saying. Which region of the skin acts as a similar manner to the sun protection factor cream. Why we say what is A? Hmm. 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 So why you say B, Kibbs? Why you say B? Why you say B? Man say B and gone. Where you gone, brother? What is B? Hmm. Hmm. What is the area B? No, sir. Dasher. Dash boy. Dash boy. Dash boy. Dash boy. All right, let's check. Let's check if it makes sense somewhere else. You know me like check. You know me love check. So let's see if it has it. Alright. You see what we're talking about now? You see it, boy? You see it, boy? I want me try it. You see it, boy? It's B is the answer. That is a very tricky one, guys. Alright? That one get enough people. But you know me like check. You know we like to check, we like to fact check. Alright, so moving on to 42. The function of the choroid layer in the eye is to do what? Function of the choroid layer. We are saying to prevent internal reflection. So 42B is right. Moving on to 43 refers to the following diagram which illustrates measurement of growth in living organisms, which are following is an incorrect label for the y-axis. Simple stuff. Y-axis. Incorrect. Let's sleep here. Units of time. Why is unit of time incorrect for the y-axis? Quick question that. Why is the unit of time incorrect for the y-axis? Dash with the big words, boy. Yes, 44 refers to the following activities involved in the menstrual cycle, which are following is in the sequence, correct sequence of activities. So we have 44, that says you. 44C. Menstruation, correct sequence. It's already in order, guys. It's already in order. So how does it start? Yes, it starts by repairing the uterus lining. So you repair the uterus lining. Remember, what menstruation is a cycle. So first, the uterus lining will be teared down, and then you have menstruation. And the first thing that happens is building back up the lining using FSH, which is estrogen. Then ovulation occurs, and if there's no sperm or male gamete to meet the egg, then the shedding of the uterus lining will occur again. And then the development of a Graafian follicle is there because the Graafian follicle is where estrogen is formed from. So FSH forms Graafian follicle and it produces estrogen. And the Graafian follicle is also where, well, let's not confuse it. But yeah, sorry, the Graafian follicle is also where the egg is stored or developed, I should say. So the Graafian follicle is what stimulates estrogen. So 44 will be 45. Contraception is used primarily to A is right. Where does fertilization of the egg cell or ovum occur in the flowering plant? 46. 46. Where does the fertilization of air ovum occur in a plant? We're seeing D. Please put the number question side of the letter, please, so I can know what you're saying. I'm just saying A, sometimes it logs and I don't know which question you're answering. Yes, 46 is D. Fertilization of egg cell or ovum occurs in the flowering plant in the embryo sac. So the embryo sac is the fallopian tube. Same rule. 47. Refer to the diagram of the flower. Which of the labeled parts is responsible for the production of male gametes? Pretty simple stuff. 47. We're seeing B, male gamete. Forty-seven. Is B. C. C is the ovule. C is a part of the female. C is the ovule. C is female. Can't get that mixed up, lad. So 2 would be the anther. The anther. So it will be B. Answer is here. C is the ovule. Moving on. Male gametes. A vector is defined as an organism that does what? A vector does what? A vector transmit diseases, yes. Which of the following organisms transmit the yellow fever virus? Yellow fever virus, pretty simple stuff. 49. Man, that's simple stuff that. That's simple stuff, this guys. Come on. Simple stuff. Let's just write them down now. Zika. As I say them, you jot them down somewhere. Zika. I say each thing 3 times. Zika, Zika, Zika. Aedes aegypti. So put Aedes aegypti. So Zika virus is transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. Chikungunya, Aedes aegypti mosquito. Chikungunya, Aedes aegypti mosquito. Dengue, dengue, dengue. Aedes aegypti mosquito. Yellow fever, yellow fever, yellow fever. Aedes aegypti mosquito. So there are 4 things that are transmitted by Aedes aegypti mosquito, which makes this answer D. Also, please to make note, Anopheles mosquito, Anopheles mosquito transmit malaria. Anopheles mosquito transmit malaria. So those are the basic ones you need to know. So I hope you all write that down. 50. Which of the following are used in the management of diabetes? Diabetes. Yes, A. You can meditate and still not lose nothing, no weight. No physical exercise. 51. Which of the following options correctly describe DNA, chromosome, gene, and allele? Hmm. That's pretty simple, lads. So Josh Boy said 51C. Hibbs 51C. Right, so let's look at it. DNA is a nucleic acid that has all the genetic information. A says it's deoxyribonucleic acid, so far A and C is leading. B and D wrong already. Chromosome is right for A and C. Gene is the smallest unit of inheritance. So that makes it C. And a allele is an alternative form of a gene. 52, as a result of mitosis, each daughter cell has 52 52 52 it says 52 says as a result of mitosis, each daughter cell has the same number of chromosomes. Half the number of chromosomes is meiosis. I'm not cuss that again. I cuss that this morning hard. Meiosis is half the number of chromosomes. Meaning I get 23 for your mother, 23 for your father, make 46. That leads to variation. Mitosis, you get all of your parent 46 chromosomes. We said that this morning. And HSB people, wanna do that today. So Ray, I don't know how you get the half the number of chromosomes. We explain that. We talk about sex this morning. Okay? We talk about two people. It take two people to do sex. These days, we need half from each partner. So C is the answer. 53, Tarzan and Jane, both of whom are heterozygous for blood group A and B, respectively, have an offspring that are likely to be what? So Tarzan and Jane, both of whom are heterozygous, so two of them heterozygous are blood group A and B, respectively, can have offspring that are likely. 53. Pretty simple, guys. If I work your Punnett square, that's simple. 53 is saying D. Okay, Ria, you're forgiven. So 53 is D, because if it says heterozygous, it means that they are AB. So it will be IAIO, IBIO. All right. And for those who don't know that, Hopefully I can go there quickly. And you see these are IAIO. It says dominant. It says heterozygous. All right. So this would be an example of what it is. You do a Punnett square and you get that. That's how you get that. Okay. Moving on. 54. Zane, the son of Tarzan and Jane, may have inherited the red-green color blindness gene from his parents. Neither Tarzan nor Jane is colorblind. If N represents the allele for normal vision and A represents the allele for color blindness, the types of the parents will most likely be what? That's a mouthful. They say 54 is B. Josh say AB. Oh, I'm say there. We're saying by the fence there, boy. Somebody say A, somebody say B. All right. So it says that this Jane, that Zane, the son of Tarzan and Jane, may have inherited red-green color blindness from his parents. Neither Tarzan nor Jane is colorblind. So that means that they are, well, let me not say. If N represents the allele for normal vision and A represents the allele for colorblindness, the genotype appearance will most be what? So it says Tarzan and Jane is not colorblind. That means that but they have a son who is colorblind. That means they have the trait. That means they'll have the trait, right? Especially Jane, because we're gonna look at it and we're gonna say Jane is a female. I remember this is a sex inherited one. So if both of them don't have neither of them is colorblind, automatically the male will be normal, right? So that means the answer would be A. A, because remember that the male, once he has one, whatever his X chromosome carry, that's what he will have. But they said neither Jane nor Tarzan is colorblind, so that would mean that Tarzan has to be normal. Tarzan can't be recessive, right? So Tarzan has to be normal, right? So that means Jane will be the one that carries the trait. So she would have a dominant and a recessive. So therefore the answer will be A. So that's reasoning that one out, lads. 55. Variation in population is due to mutation, crossover, asexual reproduction, random segregation. So there are 55, lads. So of course this one is pretty easy. 55 is B, because asexual reproduction has nothing to do with variation. Next, variation is important to population because it ensures 56, adaptability. Yes, 56. You're saying 56, 56. Adaptability. I don't like that though. I think diversity works better. Yes, variation does lead to adaptability. It does. I think diversity best defines it. So I can get why you say adaptability, but diversity, meaning that nobody is the same, is very important. So even though Anifa and Josh are human beings, they are different. You can know Josh different from Anifa because it's sexual reproduction. That leads to diversity. Some short, some tall, some slim, some fat. All right. 57. Speciation may be due to speciation may be due to what you say that. So speciation. See some people saying D, some people saying B. Think it's between. Think it's between B. Sorry, it's between oof, it's between D and B. Question though is, does mutation lead to speciation? That's a real question. I can say I think that it does. So I think D is a suitable answer there. Mutation does affect speciation, right? Behavioral differences in courtship does affect speciation. Um, Geographical isolation. So like the bears, right? All bears were like one, until the polar bear decide say him gonna live in a polar region. So him adapt, him become white. So him adapt to him conditions. So therefore, you're not gonna really find a polar bear mating with a regular brown bear. So I think D is the most suitable answer there. 58, which of the following is true about natural and artificial selection? Which of the following is true about natural and artificial selection? I think this one is pretty simple. C. 59. Which of the following is an ecological implication of genetic variation? Which one of the following is an ecological implication of genetic variation? So you say, I'm saying 59 is A, loss of biodiversity. Ecological has to do with the ecosystem. Alright, so that is A. 60. Which of the following describes the process of genetic engineering? And that's 60. $60. So 60. Wait, the man knows 60. Oh, God. Man knows 60. Genetic engineering. Insulin. Remember how insulin make? Couldn't answer that question? I'm human social biologist. So I had to mix it up. Insulin. So remember, insulin is inserted into E. coli bacteria and then it is extracted from the E. coli bacteria. Alright? So therefore, it is D. And an example of genetic engineering is insulin production in E. coli bacteria. That gene is inserted into a vector, which is the bacteria, which is then used to transfer the gene to a host cell. So that would be an example as well. Okay. So that's that. So I guess it's pretty late now for you guys. So to be, unless you want to call it a night. Yeah, that me I said to Josh. Me and them said 2016 odd. So me run go do it and realize it's a joke thing. There are a few thinking questions though that were tight, as usual. So it's 1 o'clock now. I assume so we're not come off live now. And we can call it till tomorrow. So you call the shot today. If you want me to do one more, I can. But if you want to call it a night, I can as well. Yeah, man, alright. So, coming on have IT tomorrow and thing. So, indeed, no problem. So I'll jump on tomorrow morning. For those who can join on. So I hope you guys did well and you'll do well. If you can, if I don't have IT and you want to join on tomorrow morning, I'll try to do one more. I'll try for 7. 7 Jamaica time, that's 8 a.m. for everybody else. Me I say 6, but then people I say 7 o'clock too early. Alright. I can make it 6. Who knows? I don't know, but I'll be here. Oh, for 8:30. Oh. So you want me to make it like 6? For real? That rough man. Why in your bed, Rhea? At 1 o'clock though. I'm gonna sleep. Alright, so we'll call it a night here. Alright, so all the best, guys.